We've got Elviin on the line, who has our Record of the Week Good Books this week. Elviin, how you doing, mate?
I'm really well. It's really cold. We're in London now, and it's completely snowed in. No one can get in, no one can get out.
Oh, what?
It's a bit of a crazy situation. But I'm fine, though.
Just to touch on that, because obviously there's a lot of people here that have got friends and relatives over in the UK. Is it really as bad as the pictures we see on the news?
I don't know. It is as bad as far as it is as white. But this country seems to come to a standstill. Sort of any time is an excuse, really, good enough excuse. But it is pretty bad. I've heard stories about friends of mine as well can't actually get into the country, and they're only in France.
Oh my God, it's terrible, isn't it? Just a little bit of history of Elviin. How did you get into the music business, and how did the single come about?
Well, music, I've always been around music, literally since day one. But my dad always sort of played music to me when I was younger, his own stuff, the big guitar pieces, the piano pieces. I've always been around it. But in as far as coming this far to the single, it's been sort of a bit of a mad journey. So I was stuck in a 9-to-5 job, as most people were, after I came out of uni, and then took a sort of risk and just bought a piano, and then try to get out there as soon as possible. In a weird way, it kind of happened that way. So here we are, sort of a year and a half later, and just about to put the single out, my first single of my first album. It's really exciting.
I bet it is exciting, isn't it? The single itself, it's not what you'd imagine. It's not a sort of straight song. There's a lot of different influences in there. Can you tell us what sort of influenced you when you were producing the single and when you were actually writing it? Because you wrote it yourself as well, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I write stuff. Influences. There's not really any direct influences in it. I think I'm kind of happy to hear other people's opinions on the song. But so growing up, I listened to sort of Michael Jackson, The Police, and that's kind of it really. And then a couple of influences from my mum and dad's sort of hometown, which is St. Lucia. But when it comes to the music, I'm saying I kind of let it guide and write itself. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm saying when it comes to actually recording it, I think I mentioned that sort of Shuggy Otis's name to the producer to kind of get that sort of raw vibe to it.
It's really, really an interesting single, as I say. There's a lot of music around nowadays that's, should we say, more stripped down and more basic. Do you think this is the way that music's going to be going? And is this the sort of way that you enjoy producing music?
I'm a massive fan of just raw and real music. There's a lot of I don't know if it's a fashion or something. We're going to look back at we look back at sort of power ballads nowadays. I don't know if we're going to look at this era of sort of electronic auto-tuned music. I don't know. I hope that's not going to be the case. But I'm just a big fan of just real music, really.
Yeah, I think it's great. Sorry, I think it's great because there are so many more people around who actually can get accepted and can actually get to produce music, but actually using proper instruments, which once again I think is fantastic.
Yeah, no, thank you. So there's a couple of people sort of been following this year as well. I think Florence and the Machine has made it over there.
Yeah.
She has, but I'm a massive fan of her stuff. There's a couple others that are popping their heads up, and just again, real music and real musicians. I don't see myself as a pianist myself, because I've only been doing it for a short while. But I've been lucky enough to have a live band that kind of go with me wherever I go. So I'm learning a lot off them as well.
Cool. The album, when's that due out?
The album's due out in spring. I haven't got the exact date as yet, but it's definitely a springtime release. And
is it the same sort of stuff as Songbook, or is there sort of different influences involved in that?
Again, you might, if you like good books, you might hopefully find other stuff on the album that kind of relates to that, and there are other stuff on there. So it's kind of a bit of a diverse mixed match. Just me having fun, really. So I'm hoping everyone else enjoys it.
Well, that's the most important thing. If you're enjoying it, it comes out, doesn't it? Everybody else enjoys it.
I hope so. I'm saying there are moments that you kind of wish that we made the album more so, because it's just you just having fun, but you kind of you want the music to be on there as well. That's
really great. I think it's excellent. If people enjoy the music they make, then I reckon it comes out in the final product.
Thank you.
How about a tour? Have you got any tours planned up?
No tours planned up as yet. There's waiting for some sort of confirmation to come back through. We just came off tour with Alesha Dixon over here, which ended sort of last couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, which is amazing. But next tour, I'm saying, will hopefully be an Elviin tour, but I haven't got the dates as yet. And hopefully we'll be coming to Spain for sure.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. We could get in the studio and get a live set out of you.
I would love that. I'll be the first stop.
So what's Alesha like to work with? Is she good fun?
Yeah, she is. She's a really nice lady. Really. I'm saying what you see on TV is what you get. The breakdown service. In this business, you kind of have people that are able to switch on as soon as the sort of camera is rolling.
Yeah.
And then behind the scenes, they're completely different person. But she's definitely what you see is what you get.
Brilliant. And the future for you. Obviously, you're looking at hopefully getting a tour together, and also looking at the album. The single itself, I guess, is now. Is it sort of tailing off in the UK, or is it still pretty hot?
It's only you're kind of on the cusp of it. So people will be able to get that, but it's only just going. It's on the radio over here, and it's slowly working its way up. So just fingers crossed, really.
Oh, brilliant!
I'm kind of doing it all myself in front of releasing it on my own label, etc. So the future, I just hopefully just keep doing what I'm doing, really.
Excellent. Oh, that's excellent. The future. Obviously, you want to stay in the music business, but the album itself coming out in the spring. What do you see the future for yourself?
To tell you the truth, the future's it's fragile in the sense that it's not really materialised yet. I just kind of want to keep doing what I'm doing right now, and hope that it does lead into what's to come, really. And so I'm enjoying myself, as I said before, and just kind of I'm just lucky enough to be doing what I really love. So I hope I'll be doing the same thing 4 or 5 years time.
Do you ever see yourself doing the sort of big stadium tours, or do you prefer doing sort of small gigs where it's more intimate?
I think I thrive off playing in front of a lot of people. I've not had the opportunity to play in front of a lot of my own people yet, because I've been on sort of support tours with sort of Adele or Jack Pignati and people like that. So it's been great fun, but I prefer playing in front of lots of people. The smaller gigs are much more nerve-wracking. much more nerve-wracking. I think you literally have people watching your every move, and you just make much more mistakes. So it's definitely in front of a lot of people.
Now, the album and certainly the track Good Books, as we were saying before, they're very raw, they're very stripped down. Do you ever hanker after playing in front of a big band or something like that, or being involved in a sort of far more produced type of thing? I'd love to play with sort of. I think I saw Electric Proms. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah.
But again, I'd love to do something like that, just to hear it being played in different ways. In fact, when I'm recording the album, I think it was on my birthday, we had the string sort of section come in to do some of the tracks, and to hear them play that back was the most amazing experience I can remember of the year. I just love and big fan of people playing of sort of music, really. I'm a big fan of musicals growing up as well. So films like West Side Story and My Fair Lady or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm a massive fan of those stuff.
Oh, that's great. That's good. No, it's nice. I mean, when you sort of find out influences like that from people, you can start to sort of figure out maybe how things have come to fruition, with songs that they've written. When the album's out, will you do us a great favour? Will you actually get us a copy over somehow?
100%. As soon as the album's out, I'll get something sent over, definitely. And hopefully I'll be coming along with it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that'd be great. If you could bring it with you, that would be lovely. Okay, Elviin, thank you so much for your time. I hope you don't get frozen too badly in the UK.
No. I'm wrapped up warm. I'm just hoping my boiler keeps going.
And all the best for the future. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. And all the best with the album and the single.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks a lot. Thank you.